Rebel against defeat, chase excellence, masculinity, men first. Men are logical, and for the most part, the majority of women are emotional. That's just how we are. And there's nothing we can do to change that. That is our wiring. Our wiring says that we look for rational, logical reasons and responses to everyday's life's challenges, situations, and so forth. Where our counterpart is typically emotional, is in the now. However she's feeling is the truth for her in that moment. And that's okay. That is how we are wired differently. But when men try to fix that and not understand that and repeat the same mistakes and keep coming back, why did she do this? There's your answer. Relationships are extremely difficult. Men and women are different. It's really that simple. A lot of guys are trying to sway ladies on dating apps or in person by being Mr. Nice Guy, smiling, giving gifts, trips, validation, emojis, everything. That doesn't work in the end. Might work in the beginning, but typically not. Then there's the guys that buy pickup game and try to be, Mr. Chad Tyrone Alpha, and they're not even that. It's a complete fake world they live in. I'm telling you to be yourself, but I'm also telling you to understand the reality when it comes to the opposite sex. It's really that simple. Do you think you're going to have a better opportunity with a gal that's had multiple partners, multiple boyfriends, been married a few times, and you're going to be the one that's going to come in and save everything? No. I think even celebrities, actors, and so forth can't even do that. People of power and persuasion. So you have to understand the value of female nature. People say, what do you mean the value? Their female nature is whacked. Well, is it really whacked? Or do we just not understand it? And do we just not accept the fact that we have to navigate life by learning and understanding and experiencing it? It's really that simple. Those men that have struggles with women today don't understand that. And so they play straight into the hand of a woman. They buy them things, they validate them, and then they wonder, why did that woman ghost me, and why did that woman quit talking to me? Because she got bored of you, and because she can, and because she has multiple options. Multiple women today of all shapes, sizes, have multiple options. Even the ugly ones, even the heavy ones, even the ones that have had multiple partners, multiple piercings, what have you. Women can have any man they want today. I've seen it. Guys are so thirsty, they'll hit anything. They'll hit anything. They want the validation from women because it's so difficult to get now. So they'll substandard everything in their life so someone tells them that they're handsome, or they're fun to be around, or that just wants to be around them. And they'll go through all of the steps of all of the behavioral issues dealing with a very difficult woman. Nagging, anger, frustration. But they'll stay with that person because they're not lonely. But are they truly not lonely? Physically, there's two people. There's two bodies. There's two bodies of atoms. But they're extremely lonely because guess what? They're still trying to form themselves into something that they truly aren't. I mean, it's sad. But Rad, what about the young kids? The young kids are struggling big time. They're struggling to understand female and male dynamics. Social media, video games has destroyed their testosterone levels. It's made them weaker, scared, more anxiety. We're living in literally complete crossroads of where we are going as a society. And guys, strong men are becoming extinct. It's simple as that. Weak men mentally, emotionally, a lot physically, are, and spiritually, are everywhere. Apparently, a lot of Gen Z and millennial kids are massively in debt. They don't understand the value of hard work, the value of saving, the value of making good investments, good purchases, non-impulsive purchases. We're seeing that. We're seeing people at the gym now that have this anxiety complex that are taking steroids at age 16, 17, 18, and they're dropping dead at 30 for the validation of others. Simple as that. Why does someone get so big, so round, so extremely monstrous, muscular, for what? Their body can't adapt and do a lot of things that it once could just because of the sheer size and girth of their muscles. All for the validation of others. Men seek the validation of so many people today. Back in the day, they didn't give a damn. They were out riding horses, corralling, building stuff with their hands, doing the things that they needed, working hard, 12, 14-hour days, coming home to a nice cooked meal, going to church on Sundays, raising a family. A very different strength than we see today. So men, we are different than women. And a lot of kids today are falling in the trap of a feminized thought pattern. They're following not their masculine programming. And it's sad. Strong men are becoming extinct. We have to remember this. We cannot become the emotionals that they want us to be. We are who we are at the core, logical, rational, wanting to build and protect. But we have to understand the other part of the equation, which is the modern day woman, who is also programmed in her nature by biology, but also in the last 10 to 12 years of society's nature. I'm rambling. Hopefully this helps somebody. You're not alone. You didn't do anything wrong, unless you're a total idiot. You just realize that you followed a system of patterns that's been around for 100 years. We got to treat them a certain way. We've got to do this a certain way. We've got to be Mr. Nice Guy. We've got to lose our masculinity to gain the favor of a woman. That's extremely opposite. No. We stay masculine and we let the chips fall where they will. Why would you want to be with a woman that doesn't like your masculinity? Why would you want to be with a woman where you have to hide your masculinity? Regardless if you want to be with a woman or not, or get married or whatnot, which I don't recommend. No marriage, no cohabitation, no kids, no paying for resources, no taking on single mothers and kids. But at the end of the day, know what you're getting into. Know that we need to be stronger as men. We need to quit following the crowd. We need to quit believing this modern day programming is where it's at. No. We need to be like Jeremiah Johnson and John Wayne and all of the old Steve McQueens, all of the old strong masculine men that built this world. Unfortunately, we're up against the courts, society, programming. So how do we do it, Rad? We have to build ourselves first and foremost. It's as simple as that. We have to build ourselves. Internally, externally, ourselves. And we let the chips fall where they will. This is a different world than the world my dad grew up in, my grandfather. Even what I grew up in, even when I got married. It's a different world. Dating is dead. Relationships are dead, for the most part. And men have turned into women, and women have turned into men. Mentally and emotionally. And a lot physically. And that agenda continues to move forward. Anyhow, I'm rambling. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but you guys have been great. Shout out to all the content creators. Whether you have 1 subscriber or 1 million, you're doing valuable work, sharing your experiences and your thoughts with others. Let's rebel against defeat, chase excellence, masculinity, men first.